Yes. Alright, what's up guys? That was my very brief unboxing of Nexus. There's two things that come in the packaging. First thing is this USB e-licenser, very important. Second thing is this disc-like thing. I'm not exactly sure what this is. On it, it says it's a DVD-ROM. I don't know why we need this. So this is the most important part. This is the USB e-licenser. The only way the VST will work is if you have this plugged into your computer. That is unless you figure out a way to crack it illegally. Anyways, if you don't know what Nexus is, it's honestly pretty much just a glorified preset bank. A lot of famous producers use it, like Marshmello, Tiesto, Metro Boomin, DJ Mustard. Personally, I really like Nexus. I think it's got a lot of great sounds. So I know in some communities, Nexus gets a lot of hate. Like in the EDM community, people say that it's just presets, which is true, like it is just presets. But the argument is like, you're only a real producer if you design all your sounds from scratch. And honestly, I don't care about that. Personally, for me, anything that can help me make like an amazing track or a banger song, whether it be like a sample or even like a preset, then it's fine with me, which is why I got Nexus in the first place. So I'm gonna go set this up and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we have a total of 153 expansion packs, which totals 138 gigabytes. That's a lot of presets. So now we just have to import this into Nexus. So what you do is you just go to System here and you click Import Data. Now, first time I tried this, I got this error message, but the way I was able to solve that is to right-click and run FL Studio as administrator. Now when you go to import the expansion packs, you won't get that error anymore. So I'm gonna just navigate to my external hard drive and select all of them, open. This is gonna take a while. Alright, what's up guys? How you doing? It's nighttime now here. It's about 10:30 p.m. I know this video's kind of been all over the place, but I've been going back between editing the video and looking through my Nexus presets. But before I ended this video, I did want to make a beat with you guys for the first time ever on this channel. So I hope you enjoy. I have no idea what we're gonna cook up here. I'm thinking like a trap beat, but we'll see what happens. Let's get right into it. Alright, time to do some drums. Alright, now we need to sidechain. I sidechain using the P controller. It's a little bit too much. Let me turn it down. Alright, now we need an 808. I think the 808's a little bit too loud because if you look up here, it's like clipping. I don't know if it's the kick. Oh yeah, looks like it's the kick that's clipping. So I'm gonna turn this down. Yeah, the kick is clipping, so I'm gonna add a limiter to it. Add some Camel Crusher. Way too much distortion. There we go, that sound. Now that's starting to sound really nice. This is the multiplicator knob. If you bring it this way, it stretches it out. So if I stretch it out a little bit, then it just makes the kick sound a little bit more fat. Alright, so now I feel like we have the main components, but I still feel like the melody's missing something. It doesn't have quite the atmosphere I want it to have. I'm just gonna mess around with some sound effects, see if we can get it to where I want it to be. Alright, so in my little brother's drum pack, he has the iPhone notification. I think we can do some with this. I'm just going to take the last part here. Add it to the song. I'm going to tune it so it's in key with our song. And then I'm going to add a shit ton of reverb to this. Now I'm just going to sample this again with the reverb. Add it back to the track. And then reverse it. impact effects at the beginning here. Alright, I think for the atmosphere, I'm gonna do some sound design. I'm gonna do like some white noise and then maybe some automation. We'll see how it sounds. Okay, so all this automation clip is doing is just automating the cutoff filter to the white noise. You can see it's going down, and then I have it swooping back up. Even right now, I think it sounds a little bit too harsh, so I'm just gonna record it in. And then I'm just gonna sample it, add some reverb to it, and see if I can get it sounding not as harsh. And then I'm gonna turn down the dry. So we're just left with the wet, and it sounds like wind almost. I don't know how to describe it, but it just gives the song a lot more atmosphere. I'm gonna automate this dry knob here. Alright, I'm also gonna automate away some of the high end when it gets over here. Perfect. And then over here, I think at the tail end, we want to bring it back up. Yeah, that sounds nice. Alright, what's up guys? I'm back. I've been working on the song a lot off camera, and now it's done. Like, it's completely finished, and I'm about ready to upload to SoundCloud here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this song for you so you can hear it, and then I'm gonna go over some of the stuff I did off camera. So let's get right into it. So that's pretty much it. If you want to listen to the full song, I'll have the SoundCloud link in the description. Be sure to check that out. But let's get into some of the stuff I did here. So one of the things you probably noticed was this vocal chop right here. So the original sample was from Splice. It was from a Medicine Laxity sound pack. This was the original sample. So I took that and I chopped it up into this. So that sounds real nice. I think that turned out real well. I also did these reverse vocal effects where I just sampled it, added a ton of reverb to it, and then reversed it. So that sounds really nice, especially with the iPhone notification and some of these other reversed samples. I added that to the beginning as well. So another thing I did is I beefed up the melody a bit more, and when I say beefed up, I mean I just added a couple pads just to give it a more full sound. I mean, the melody in of itself is already pretty basic, but I think the pads give it just an extra layer that makes it sound real nice. Alright, let's talk about this bridge a little bit more right here. So one cool thing I added was this grandfather clock sound that you hear right here. So basically what that is it's this sound effect right here with a ton of delay on it. And then I just resampled that, and then I added this automation clip right here that's cutting out the high end as it plays. And then I just repeat it. And then I also added in this creepy effects that plays in the background. So that's kind of cool. I also added these pitch hats, which is basically just the regular hats, but just pitched around. So that's kind of cool. I did a lot of mixing. Like, that was probably the majority of what I spent my time doing, is mixing. Each one of these sounds has an EQ. Primary thing I do is I cut out the low end to leave room for the kick. On my master, I got Maximus, and I kind of use Maximus to just boost the levels of everything. It's kind of like the cherry on top. It's what I do to like finalize the song. I'll do a video in the future on how I do my mixing and mastering, but there isn't really too much going on here, just some compression. Yeah. Okay, so I have two different 808s. I got them separated. I have different 808s for the low end notes and different 808s for the high notes. And the reason why I do that is because sometimes an 808 that sounds really good on the lower end of the spectrum won't sound good when you pitch it up, or once you're starting to hit those high notes. So I use a separate 808 that sounds good in the high end, which is what you hear right here. So those notes are a separate 808 as opposed from this low note. And then I use these ghost notes, or I call them ghost notes, with 0 velocity to cut it off, because if this wasn't here, then they would overlap. So that's why I got that right there. Alright, so that's pretty much the song. I haven't uploaded it to SoundCloud yet, so let's do that right now. I don't know if this will stay the thumbnail, but that's the best thing I have right now. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Song's up on SoundCloud officially. Make sure you go check that out. Yeah, a lot more videos coming in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.